Okay, Helldivers, this stuff is getting a little bit too far now. The way that this thing is going is absolutely bonkers, and we're seeing and experiencing whole new levels of what this game is actually capable of. I am at a point right now where I am extremely confused as to the outbreak that has actually happened. I'm aware, obviously, of the current situation and the current climate, but nonetheless, this isn't something that we really expected to happen to a game that we all, well, love and enjoy. So we're going to dive on into exactly what's going on today with the latest inside of Helldivers 2 news. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor, GamerSupps, the leader in gaming, energy, and nutrition that offers gamers and esports athletes a healthy energy alternative, helping them to perform to their highest potential. Now, GamerSupps actually is completely keto friendly, less than 1 calorie, and is sugar free. Comes in an array of tasty flavors and has loads of things, including waifu cups, accessories, and collectibles. Head down to the description, click on the link, and use code CloudPlays at checkout to get yourself a cheeky discount right now. My favorite flavor is lean. Let me know what you guys think. Let's dive on in to today's video. So starting off, this one is an absolutely baffling one. At the moment, as we get through to the main narrative of what's actually happening inside of Steam, we are experiencing quite a lot of issues in regards to this. Now, we had a Reddit post go up earlier on today stating Sony doesn't allow Ukraine players to register PSN accounts without buying a PS4 or PS5, basically locking them out of playing Helldivers 2, even if they are in a PSN available country. We had this post go up, which we saw the video clip footage from a streamer that had posted this up. Asmongold has reacted since and has stated that this is definitely seeming to be the case. And I have absolutely no idea what on earth Sony is doing and how they've been able to get away with this stuff for so long. For ages, Xbox has been the biggest problem and they've been the bad people, so on and so forth. And Sony have always just kind of been in the background doing what they need to do and not really succumbing at any sort of like headlines for good or bad reasons. But this stuff really tends to take the cake. Do I think that the overall connectivity of a PSN account to the Steam account was that much of a bigger deal that it should have blown up to this degree? No, I definitely don't. It was always kind of announced from the offset that it was going to be required at some stage or another. Whether people were ignorant enough to ignore it or not is yet to be seen, but irrelevant to it. This right here is absolutely incredible that you require a PS4 or PS5 to unlock a PlayStation account and play on side of Helldivers, regardless of where it is that you are wanting to play. You have to create your account on the console. That is absolutely baffling. And good guy Steam seems to have come through with a clutch moment, meaning that there is now a ridiculous level that's happening on the Steam platform as they now officially do not sell the game in non-PSN countries anymore. Steam have obviously taken action. Whether this is something that is being corroborated between PlayStation and Arrowhead is yet to be seen, but there is no damn way that this is actually the case. People have already purchased it in these countries. What happens to those guys? I am so confused as to what's happening right now that I am really sat at a point where I'm not too sure what opinion to have on it. There are so many countries on this listing, it's actually concerning to the degree of what's happening. This is a little bit of a weird one. People seem to think that they're backtracking. It just doesn't seem to be the case. This is more of a move from Steam than it is from anyone else, although Sony has definitely stuck everybody in a bit of a position where it's causing a lot of problems. On top of that as well, we do have these ridiculous level review bombings. I don't really understand the use for this. I really don't. The game itself isn't of a negative standpoint. The game itself actually was doing tremendously well before Sony put their 2 cents in. And as far as what it is that Arrowhead have created, the game is absolutely incredible. And if you guys as consumers genuinely believe that by review bombing it in a negative way affects anybody in a really, really high format, then you are sorely mistaken. At the moment, the conversations between Arrowhead and Sony are going ahead, and Arrowhead are fighting for us as a community and a player base. This is hopefully going to cause some positive repercussions, and this is probably just Steam jumping on a tail end and going, we need to protect ourselves. Hopefully Arrowhead managed to secure the spot, but these negative reviews are not going to do absolutely anything. If Sony have shown absolutely absolutely anything. It's just solely that they are really not that bothered upon a consumer hand level. They generally just tend to do whatever the hell they want, and the only people that they will contact with is with the main development teams. So hopefully Arrowhead can resolve it, but by you guys jumping on a review bomb and making this game quote-unquote 5% away from overwhelmingly negative, it's not going to do anything. And realistically, if they do rectify it, all you've done is destroy the reputation that this game will uphold. So if they do rectify this and Sony take it back, I can tell you now that those 500,000 people totaled, or even the 150,000 of you guys who have negative review bombed this, are not going to take those reviews back. So you're not impacting the game in a positive level for absolutely any reason at all. It makes no sense to me, but that's just my 2 cents. Before we get into the next bit though, we are doing a giveaway here on the channel. We're giving away a copy of Helldivers 2, and if you guys have got the game already, do not panic, we're giving away the money equivalent in super credits. Now, how can you get your hands on it? Actually, we're having a bit of a problem here on the channel where we're having fake Cloud Plays accounts comment on a lot of your comments and tell you guys that you have won. So, in today, thank you very much for Mars RP4 for the idea of this, but for you guys to enter into this one, I want a poop emoji in the comment section, and that's just for all of the absolute poop that I'm having to take with these fake accounts. It's absolutely ridiculous that they are doing it, and do not message anybody via Telegram thinking that it's me, because it isn't. I'm having easily about 100 emails a day, 100 Discord messages a day with regards to this. So a poop emoji in the comment section, and we will announce it on the community page of this channel and in the giveaway announcement sector of the Discord via the link in the description. They are the only 2 ways that we will contact the winner via those 2 platforms. So please make sure that you take a look at those before you answer anybody's message here in the comment section. That being said, let's dive on into the rest of what we've got going on right now, as people are actually boycotting Sony, and a Arrowhead member of staff is making some questionable bloody choices yet again. But Sony won't be getting my money anymore. I've been PlayStation fanboy since the original PlayStation, recently started to make the switch to PC, and I've been putting off buying a PS5. But this move by Sony just solidified my decision to not purchase it. I know my subscription doesn't expire until November, but I won't be renewing it. Sony is gonna lose money on this one way or another. It's a shame I can't get a pro-rated refund. This is, it's hilarious, to be completely honest. I think that Sony are making some really questionable choices in a regard of how they've been doing it. Yes, obviously it was announced from the offset that you will have to link a PlayStation account. It was not really pushed into a high enough narrative that you were told 100% that you'd have to do it. And not only that, but able to release the game in countries where PSN counts are not viable and or allowed. That is absolutely baffling, and leads to the question as to whether Sony were ever really solidified on the fact that you had to link an account to play the game. There's no way anybody is just that greedy. But anywho, moving on to the final topic, we have got an Arrowhead employee, aka manager Misty, who made a bit of a mistake on Twitter. And Misty is actually a really, really nice person. This person is an absolutely incredible community manager inside of the game. And I know that we have quite a lot of controversial points coming from some of these staff members, but you need to remember that they are really pro the consumer when it comes to this game. It states, Arrowhead community manager Misty admits that the sole reason for the PlayStation linking is so that they can more effectively ban players. Then deletes the tweet and locks her account as people started to notice. Now, you need to understand the main reason for this. Yes, obviously, as that statement was made, it's to allow them to ban people more effectively, and that was the sole reason. Whether that's the truth or not is yet to be seen. For me, as a community manager, you kind of need to make sure that you are proofing the messages that you're putting online, because once it's up, it never comes down. But at the same time, people are bombing the Arrowhead staff. You guys are all misconstrued as to whose fault all of this is, where the issues are coming from. It's not coming from Arrowhead, and attacking developers and attacking the community managers and attacking Arrowhead staffing just is not okay, and it's not a narrative that we push as a gaming community. This is not what we are renowned for, so I don't know why it is that we're doing it, thinking that the community manager and support manager for Arrowhead inside of Helldivers 2 is is going to be able to rectify a massive corporational movement coming from Sony is absolutely beyond me. If you guys want to make an impact, then feel free to make an impact, but make sure that you're making an impact in the right selective move. Contact the right people, do the right things, leave Arrowhead to what they needed to do, and hopefully this week we'll have a better outcome as to what it is that's happening. But please, for the love of God, these people are humans on the other side of a screen, and it's not even their fault as to the reasons why we're experiencing what we're experiencing right now. So please be selective as to where you direct your frustration. If you haven't already, make sure you're smashing the beautiful blue thumbs up, subscribe, post notifications turned on. That's all we got for today. And later on today, we are actually diving in-game for some news inside of the game with a new major order and stuff that's actually going to happen. So thanks again for watching, guys. Appreciate your faces. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the clouds.